Bradleys are the South West's leading independent estate agents, with 33 offices covering Cornwall, Devon and Somerset.
Just on the outskirts of Sidmouth and within easy reach of the beach and the town centre lies this very unique property. This used to be a South West Water holding tank, and behind the garages here structurally the walls are still intact. But above the garages there is a grass dome with a keyhole shaped cutout that looks like it's waiting for the Thunderbirds to burst out at any moment. What I love about this house is that from the front here it's very unassuming, but as you're lucky enough to be able to see the property from above, I'm sure you can already appreciate how incredible the inside is. So when you come in and close the door, you go through a dark corridor that feels like you're going further and further underground. There's a door through to the garage and another door through to a large storage area. And it's here that the walls of the original water tank begin, and then through this door you're just flooded with light. Now, although you're sunk beneath the garden here, it doesn't feel like it because you have walls of glass and you have the double height ceiling which continues right the way through to the sitting room. You have the pendants hanging from the ceiling, and it's lovely that nearly all of these rooms here overlook the decking area. Behind the sitting room, there's a games room with space for a pool table, and there's a door from there that allows you to access the garden. In this space, there are various doors, and most of them are storage other than the downstairs toilet. And before we head up the spiral staircase, we'll have a look at the kitchen. Just imagine the entertaining that you could do in this space. I like the fact that wherever you are in the kitchen, you can still see everyone seated at the dining table. Plus you have the breakfast bar. There are 2 ovens in here, a coffee machine and a microwave. And you also have the ability to open the double doors to include all of that decking area when you are entertaining. So it's such a sociable space. Just behind here you have one of the bedrooms. It has an ensuite bathroom, though there's ample space for a shower in there. And there's a door that leads to an undercover seating area, which is great if you want to use the outside space even when it's raining. From the gallery landing here, you can really appreciate the curve of the building. And this is literally a gallery landing with all these beautiful paintings along the corridor. There are a couple of places to sit, making good use of the space. And at the end, you have a door that leads through to a light-filled study. Potentially, you could have that as your 5th bedroom if you wanted to retain the gym downstairs. And there's a door that leads straight up to the lawn if you need some inspiration when you're working from home. So there's a shower room here, which is for the 3 bedrooms before the master. They're all virtually identical size. And surprisingly, although you're within the walls of an old round water tank, there are a lot of straight lines in here, which means it's easy to fit furniture. Although you have big expanses of glass, you can have privacy by putting the blinds across. And then if you like waking up to natural light, you just leave the glass above open. So having the glass on both sides here means it's just filled with light, and yet surprisingly private because you look out on this side to the gallery landing and here to a raised area of decking. The bathroom has a double height ceiling, and it's all frosted glass, so it's lovely and private in there when you're in your walk-in shower. You can just make out the grass around the cutout of the roof. It is synthetic because I think you'd be a bit scared to take your strimmer out around those edges, and we'll head up there now. So the rest of the grass up here is real, so you will have to cut the lawn. Behind the trees here, there's a secret underground shed. You could maybe have the drum kit in there. And you can walk all the way round from here down to the bottom and pop out by the front door where you can store the boat. It's so quiet and private up here. You're not overlooked at all, and you have far-reaching views. Being so close to Sidmouth also means that you have lots of restaurants, cafes and independent shops at your disposal. And one minute you can be here surrounded by countryside and the next exploring the Jurassic coast, either on foot or perhaps by paddleboard. But if you wanted a more sheltered spot in the garden, of course, you're going to make good use of that lovely decking area down there. The table here gets sun in the height of summer from first thing in the morning, so you can have an al fresco breakfast. And then you retain the sun in this space until about 6:30 in the evening. And it must be incredible to return from a very ordinary day at work to such an extraordinary home.
If you are thinking of selling a property and want to find out how to reach more of the right people across the globe whilst only bringing qualified buyers through your door, then please visit our website and navigate to our presenter-led property video page to see the future of property marketing in action today.